I'm just like mad. I've been wanting to talk about people from band for a long time, and I think like that part kind of worked. When it's like people, you'll have to add that here so that people can see that it worked.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't think it worked?
No.
My jaw just literally dropped. Did you hear that?
Welcome to Anxiety Twins. My name is Lee H. Stillman.
I'm Andrea Menchaca.
And we are a married couple. We are comics and we have a podcast.
We're comedians.
Yeah.
Remember that store next to Underbar that sells comics?
It's called I Like Comics.
Not I Love Comics.
Not I Love Comics.
That would be weird.
Like comics.
I'm a grown person who likes comics and collects figurines.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's anything wrong with that. We just visited an elementary school for a little baby girl.
Oh, yeah, this morning.
Yeah.
I had to get up early and everything. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had to get up early and go to school.
It was definitely triggering.
Yeah. So what did you think of the school?
Well, I was going to ask you the same thing. I think you should go first.
I thought it was it's a very nice school. Like, I had no doubt that it was going to be a nice school. It's in a nice area. A lot of people pay taxes, pay a lot of taxes. A lot of people paying taxes
to
make sure that, certain people.
Not us. Couldn't be us.
Yeah.
Other people.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear a bunch of overprivileged parents complain about how their kids are not getting enough attention.
Yeah.
In the PTA meetings, because I feel like that's all that's going to
Well, does that mean that you're going to go to the PTA meetings?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
That's not.
So you want me to go, and then I tell you.
Yep.
Got it. Yeah. No, for sure. Because you know that I would join the. You saw the glitter in my eyes when they said there's a PTA, and I was like, it's got my name all over it.
You can go.
Well, no, there isn't, because now it's an Andrea Menchaca is taking lead of the school from now on. PTA no longer.
So you're going to be one of the overprivileged parents that's talking about how their little baby is not getting enough attention?
I already am. Yeah. My kid literally goes to private school, and I'm there every day knocking on their door being like, we need to do more for these kids.
Yeah. So you a fan of the school?
The one that we visited today? I mean, it's fine.
What would make it better?
It's really beautiful. Like, the building is nice, like everything. I don't know. It's not that it would be better. It's just that, I don't know.
You just want to teach her at home and have her never leave the house so that you can let her know all the things that you want her to know. Yeah.
But I know that if I tried to homeschool, which I did consider at one point, we would just end up watching Bob's Burgers all day long until I was like, we need to go outside.
It is very educational.
It is very educational. They do talk about feelings a lot.
And they go to school.
Gross.
They complain about school.
Yeah. Did you hate going to school growing up?
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't the way I grew up. It doesn't matter if you hate anything.
No, I know you said that. I know you're always like, this is your thing. It's like, you're supposed to just be a robot and do as you're told because there's no other. But it doesn't mean that you don't feel a certain way. Like, did you open your eyes in the morning and were like, fuck?
I mean, yeah, because you're waking up early in the morning. Yeah. So yeah, but like, as far as, I mean, I don't know, like, what would you like about waking up super early in the morning and walking in the cold usually to go to this place where you have to sit down? Like, of course, like, no one who enjoys that. Well,
that's why I was hoping to find a school that, I mean, like, our kid likes going to school. Like, she gets up in the morning and she's never like, she's never like pretending to be sick or like wanting to skip or anything. But she if anything, she like pretends to not be sick when she is sick because she doesn't want to miss out on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and that's the other thing. Like, regular Portland public school starts at 7:45, which is rough. Her current school starts at 8:30, and we're still late sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like, she has friends there. Yeah, you get to go and like hang out with your friends.
Yeah,
and it's a very small school, so it's not like there's a lot of people that you either don't know or you don't like. Even if there are people you don't like, it's like one person. You know,
well, it has to be.
In a
you can't
school,
afford to not like more than one person.
In a public school, you know, it's 100 kids. There may be like a group of kids that you don't like or you don't know anything about. So yeah, I mean, it's more people. So I guess it wouldn't be like exciting to go to school every day because not every day you're going to hang out with all your friends all the time. That's kind of what she does. I don't think I ever liked school, but I didn't hate it. I guess that's the best I could say about it. Like, it was just a thing that you had to do, and you just did it.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, currently her private school gives them a lot of freedom on what they want to do, on like what projects they're working on.
It is a Montessori school.
And that's not like, I feel like when you don't have that freedom to make those choices, that you're not as invested on what's happening. So that means that like every day you're just like, they're going to make me do something and I have no other choice, which makes it harder to like enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like just friends. There's that too.
Because you're invested in what you're learning, but also like she's only going to do what she wants to do, and then the stuff that she doesn't want to do, she struggles through.
Yeah,
she doesn't want to do it.
They still make her,
and she doesn't do it that much.
Yeah,
but the stuff that she wants to do, she does that most of the day.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though.
I mean, I guess if you're fortunate enough to live in a place where you get to do whatever you want.
I mean, I think everybody should have that freedom.
Yeah, everybody should have that.
I know it's not realistic, but I don't think there's any. I don't think they just because other people are oppressed, you have to like also mimic that for everybody to make it equal.
Okay.
And I really do think that like buy-in, like getting buy-in from students is something that like regular school doesn't consider, and like I think it like matters. It would be like more engaging that way, and like that's something you have to figure out how to do at work. Like Isabel has to at her school, if she wants to do something and she needs to involve more people. So that means that she has to like get people to agree with her and like get other people involved in her project and like convince people to do stuff, which like is also work that you have to do as a grown-up to be like, hey, I have this project I want to do, and then like reach out to people and see like who's good at what and try to get them involved. And that's not something that like regular school does. And I don't know, I didn't like school growing up, but also I think it was because of belonging. Like I moved school so often that I never belonged anywhere. So I was just like every year, just like waiting for this year to be over so that I can start a new fucking year. Like I had no like exciting things going on that I was like into outside of school. Extracurriculars I really liked. I was like really into ballet and ice skating. And the thing that you were saying about like you only do what you like to do, I mean, I think like more and more kids don't really need to be well-rounded. Like if anything, being well-rounded is a negative, because like what's the name of that guy that's he is directing Backrooms?
I don't know.
That horror movie that's coming out, Backrooms.
I don't know the name.
It's directed by the youngest director to ever have a movie.
I know who it is.
And I don't know his name either. I can't remember. And he is like, doesn't come from a traditional background. He was just a YouTuber that like tried. And this is a person who was just like really interested in one thing. He just got to do what he wanted to do for as much as he wanted until now he's like got something to show for it. Like that's how I feel about it. Like if you're not good at soccer, like forcing you to do soccer for 3 years just to like whatever because you're supposed to, it's not gonna like just do what you're interested in. I think. I mean, I'm still making the baby do swim lessons even though she's not that interested in it, but she's gotta have some adversity in her life.
Yeah, I mean, like I get what you're saying. If you're fortunate enough to be in a situation where you get to do that, then as long as you understand how privileged you are, like what a privilege that is. There's a chair that you can sit in if you have ADHD that's shaped in a different way. That's just an example I'm saying. But like, there's nothing wrong with doing whatever you need to do that helps you. But as long as you understand that that is a privilege. Yeah,
I don't think I knew how privileged I was growing up. And it's definitely like harder for kids to know. And it's like a really shocking life is unfair realization when you're on the other end of that. Like, when you're not Malcolm in the Middle, you're like the kid who like does not have all of the terrible things happening. To learn more as a grown up, how like there's just no. I was trying to write a joke about this because I got this tracking device for the baby that is made by a company who also makes debit cards for kids.
Okay.
I didn't get her the debit card, but the idea with this debit card is that you like your kid earns money and then you like give it to them. Amazon doesn't take you cleaning your room. Like that's not something that actually like,
but like
there's still things that you have to do to be a human that are not worth something.
I think, but isn't the point that if she wants to buy a Bob's Burgers sticker or whatever, like she wants to buy something, she wants to, you need to understand that there's amount of work that goes into getting that.
Right, like that's chores. Like you're like, is that what you're saying? That you like do chores and then you get money? But
I mean, not even that. Just understanding in your head that just because you say you want a thing, you get it.
Right, and what I'm saying is that get it. Like I don't know. I understand that that's hard to explain. I don't know how to explain that to her, and I don't think making her do chores is gonna help because to me that's always been like taking care of yourself is your responsibility. I'm not gonna pay you to do that. It feels like the wrong attachment, like the wrong value to learn from that. Like you still have to take care of yourself no matter what. So
yeah,
I'm just at a standing point with like trying to explain money to her.
Yeah.
And sometimes she'll say like this pencil is really expensive, and other times she's like, when am I getting a Nintendo? Like she just like doesn't see the difference. She's like, this is something that you can just have because everybody has it. But this pencil apparently it's like $6, which is expensive for a pencil, but like weird.
Also, I mean, you're not great with money.
Yeah, I shouldn't be teaching money to anybody. If anything, I think maybe you teach her, and then nobody tell me anything.
Listen, when we moved in together, I saw the books. I was like, "What are you doing?
What books?
What? I mean, how you were spending your money?" I was like,
"Well, first of all, I don't have books.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just out here living."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's working out for me.
Yeah, everything is just coming right to you, and it's
fine.
You sit there and hanging out. And now you don't know how to teach your daughter how to do it.
Yeah, could you take that actually?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. She's gonna come back crying. Lee said that money doesn't grow on trees, and I was like, money's paper, so like it does grow on trees, and then he just pachow.
I'm just in here turning out lights constantly. Guys, we can't keep using electricity.
And I always leave them on except for the porch light when you go out at night and
you don't. Yeah, when I'm away and I'm like, could you leave the porch light on for me so that I can see? That's when you turn out the light.
You didn't ask me to because I would have remembered that, but I just didn't think of it.
My parents would never tour a school because it's like, that's the school you're going to.
Yeah.
So if you live on, one side of the city, that's the elementary school you're going to. It wasn't a whole lot of choices. So the idea of just like,
but then you went to private school.
I did eventually. Yeah. That was like in high school.
Yeah. And that was because Jesus.
That was because of Jesus. Yeah.
For you, it was like your parents wanted you to go to private school so that you could be closer to religion. We were closer to religion because that's where the private school was. Like there's a few private schools, and like one of the best ones was attached to the most popular kind of Catholicism because they have the most money. So
there's tiers of popularity to Catholicism.
Yeah, there is. They're called like sisterhoods, but brotherhoods for the Catholicism religion. I can't remember. I should look it up. I don't remember what it's called. Franciscanos. I don't know. Like in the Bible, it's like John, Mark.
Okay, so
whatever.
All the apostles?
No, it's not the apostles. But I was just gonna say like, I'm sure there's a word for it in English that you like would recognize because to me, I was like, who in Jerusalem is called Mark? Like that's not a proper translation of like that guy's names.
Luke.
Like when they read the Bible in Latin in Mexico, you're like, never met that guy, and you're like, that's Marcos. And you're like, oh, okay. So that's like, it's just slowly changing completely until it's like fucking Derek's out here at the Last Supper, and you're like, you don't even what.
And then Jesus spake unto Derek.
Yeah.
Pass me some bread.
And Derek was like, yo, let's have dinner, bro. Again.
I'm sure there's a Gen Z Bible. There has to be like, I want to read the Gen Z Bible.
Yeah, do they make that? Because there's got to be something a little bit easier to digest.
Because I know, like, growing up, they did have a bunch of different versions of the Bible that would be like easier for, like, there was like the teen Bible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I know in the 90s they did all that stuff, so I'm sure it probably still goes.
Yeah, that's why I'm always so confused, because Bible. Catholics really seem like they're like, no, we want you to struggle. Like, yeah, no, we're not going to make an easier Bible, you dumb son of a bitch.
Original Latin.
Yeah. You either learn Latin or you are a sinner. Like, work harder.
So Genesis 1:1 is, in the very start, God made the sky and earth. So basically, at first, the earth was a hot mess. I don't know if this is real or not.
Now I want to read it.
It's on. I mean, it's online. It's
Jesus had Riz.
Gen Z
Mad Riz.
Bible.
No cap.
Yeah, let's see if it says anything about Riz. Then God was like, "Yo, let there be light," and boom, there was light. And God was like, "Yo, that light is lit." So God separated the light from the darkness. Like, he made sure they don't mix. You know.
Did it say like?
Yeah.
It was like totally bright.
So, like, God named the light as day and the darkness as night. And, you know, that whole cycle of everything in morning, it marked the first day. It's like, just to clarify, the evening came and then the morning came. And then that's how the first day went down.
That's how it went down?
That's Genesis 1-5.
Yeah. You think there's a podcast somewhere where they're like ironically reading that?
Yeah, they're probably is.
Somebody's just like, you reading. I'm like, no cap.
No cap.
Man, you know what? Hallelujah. Just like,
hallelujah indeed.
And I was like totally down for Jesus. Mm-hmm. But then I realized, like, I was like mad lost.
Yeah, you're joking, but it's probably in there.
That's how you talk.
It's probably in the
That's how you
Bible.
say it.
Yeah,
but he found me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, where do we draw the line? Like, it's not like Jesus can't be non-binary. That's like, he's still he.
Yeah, he can still say no cap, but
he's a man.
Yeah, he's a man. Clearly.
Mm-hmm. To clarify.
Just to clarify.
That's how it went down.
We finished watching The Godfather.
Yep. All 3 hours of it.
All 3 hours of it. How did you feel about The Godfather?
I was annoyed that I liked it. I was like, damn, this is actually a good movie.
Yeah, afterwards, you were like, you were trying to think of things to be like mad about it, and you were just.
I don't like when men are right about stuff.
you were very unhappy.
I was like, this is a good movie, son of a bitch. And also because we know so much about it, like we were talking about last time, like it's just so many scenes are just very popular. But I really liked the theme of the movie, which, as I understand it, the theme of The Godfather, as I understand it, this is like the thesis of my new thesis coming out. It's my entire new hours of comedies.
Gen Z now.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
My thesis dropping.
The thesis dropping, but also I like The Godfather. So
no cap.
I don't know who I am.
Okay. Thesis of The Godfather.
It feels to me like that the point of the movie is that just like what makes a man. Like what makes a man a good man, I guess, like, which is what everybody's trying to do the entire movie, which is why I liked it, because I really appreciate them being like, within all of their backwards beliefs of like how things should work in family and in business, they are really genuinely trying to be good people, which is like really confusing because they're like fucking killing. Yeah. They're like, we're not out here doing murder. And they're like, well, I mean, if you like fuck with us, we will murder you. Like that's how it works. So like, what am I going to not murder you?
We're not murdered for no reason.
Not murdering for no reason.
There's a code.
When he like breaks the camera and then he gives him money, he's like, I'm a good man. Here, have some money. Or when the Godfather tells the new Godfather that like women and children can be careless, but a man can never be careless. That was like him. I love that scene because I don't agree with it, but I really liked them having that like father daughter, father son, whatever they are.
But I think that's what men like about it. It does break down things in a very specific way. Like there are moments when they're almost talking to the camera, but they're talking to each other, and they're just saying like very specific things. Like it's like, like what you just said.
Women and children can be careless.
Men can be. So it's just like all these different tools. It feels like this movie's just giving you tool after tool of how to be a man.
Right.
So that's what it is. Or even just like the small, like I was saying in the last podcast, how every scene means something. Every
they're not just talking that they're having.
When the guy's like taking pictures at the wedding, you're not supposed to be doing that. So he breaks the camera, but then he gives him money to do that, to be like, no, you shouldn't do that. But also, I'm respecting what you do. I understand what you're doing.
Like, I don't want you to like now not have a job because this is what you do, and I get that.
But you don't.
But like, also fuck you.
Yeah. So it does feel like it is giving you these lessons, like in almost every scene. Like, this is what you do, this is what you don't do, and I think that's why a lot of men like it.
The storyline of what was going on with their sister's husband, which is like kind of carries the whole movie, even though they seem like secondary characters, but like it starts with her wedding and it ends with her husband being murdered because it was the wrong person to marry. But the entire time, because their values are so like, you find a guy that fits the bill and you marry him, and then the family continues, and like now they have to put up with this guy even if they don't like him. Nobody likes him. Like she doesn't like him, her brothers don't like him, but because their family values are like, what am I gonna leave my sister without a husband? Like the entire time I was like, fucking kill that guy already. Like, we've been killing people left and right. Like, if we're gonna kill someone, I vote this guy. Leave her to leave by herself. She has money. She has like 20 aunts, I'm sure. Like, she'll be all right. But
he was being used by both sides, the entire movie, even though he didn't know that.
And he wasn't even doing anything. He was just an idiot.
Yeah, but he was being used by both sides.
And that was like why I thought the thesis of the movie was like how to be a good man, because it was like this man who was like, didn't even want to be in the mafia, ends up having to do what he has to do to be a good man. Meanwhile, the man who like doesn't care to even know what's going on around him because he is being careless ends up being used, and the entire family and all the 5 families that live in the area that are in the mafia end up losing so many people to this war just because this one careless man. And then in the end, they were like, I mean, we shouldn't kill him though. And I was like, why? Just kill him.
Because he's family.
Yeah, he is family.
So so it's a lot of things that you have to think about.
So now we have to see The Godfather 2.
Yeah, now you got to see Godfather 2.
If I like him, if I like that movie, I'm going to be double mad.
And then part 3 has Sofia Coppola in it.
Oh, there's a part 3?
Yeah, there's a part 3.
I knew the Coppola director hired Sofia Coppola to be in the movie at one point, because that's just like infamous. Like,
she's in part 3.
Shoving your kid into the thing. But I didn't know it was a part 3. I didn't even know it was a part 3.
Yeah, it's the least favorite of the 3. It's
probably
bad.
At that point, it's like, okay.
Yeah, by that time, because it was made like, it's like the 80s by the time that one came out.
I'm sure it was like when it took time to make movies.
Yeah. It's not as bad as like people say. It's not like an awful movie, but it is like, if you watch the first 2, you watch this one, you're like, all right.
Yeah.
But the second one, it tells the story of the father, his story from Italy all the way to America. And then it continues Michael's story from the moment that we see him close the door until
and the way Michael just goes to Italy, marries a new girl, tells nobody, and then it wasn't his fault, but like she gets murdered, and then he just like moves on with his life and like marries his old girlfriend, and then like fast forward, they're just a family now. You're just like, this is crazy. Why did they? I mean, you said that every scene has a purpose. Why did they introduce her into the movie at all?
I don't think this is a perfect movie. I think this is one of the things that it could have been left out, I think. Because I'm not sure how much it adds to the actual story.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
from the book. I've never read the book.
You haven't?
I've never read the book, no.
Well, I mean, if the movie was 3 hours long, how long is the book?
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's a part of this.
I feel like it's the kind of book you gotta read with like 3 color of highlighters. It'll be like, okay, so that's Tony, that's big Tony. Go back 28 chapters. Okay, he did say fuck you. I forgot. Too long. I feel like if there was a purpose to that, him going to Italy and meeting her and all that is just like to harden him because he already had some adversity besides having to become the Godfather or like a big figure that like murdered this guy and having to be sent away, which is still a pretty sheltered experience when your whole family is like protecting you and everybody else is taking the thick of it. So I guess they just like tried to make it so he had it harder some way.
Okay, I mean,
this poor girl.
You do kind of want to see what he's doing. Like if the movie had just been like, okay, he went to Italy and then all of a sudden he's back, you would kind of want to know what.
Yeah, or like
so I guess like maybe not as much as they showed, but I feel like you kind of want to see something.
Yeah. Also, the Italian American experience, it's probably like more what they were going for too. Like
to show you what Italy looks like.
Yeah, like it's actual Italy. Like they're Italians, but when they go to Italy, they're not Italians anymore. He like needs a translator. He identifies as American. And he just like doesn't fit in.
Yeah.
You see, like if people speak Italian at him, and at some points it's like, does he even know what's happening right now? Like, is this acting because he's concerned, or is this acting like I don't know what the fuck you're saying? Because he does need a translator sometimes. So yeah, he's like a fish out of water, and he has family in Italy, but it's like not the same vibe.
Yeah.
Which, like, as an immigrant, that is an experience. Like, you try to go back home and you think you're, like, gonna fit right in, and it's, like, not the same.
Yep. Yeah.
It's not little Italy.
I also think they wanted to show... They wanted to show what the people of Italy were like. In Apollonia specifically, I think they wanted to show the type of woman, like, maybe the difference in the women.
They definitely do like
Apollonia and what Diane Keaton's character is.
They make a big fuss of like them having, what was the word they used? We said the women here are really beautiful, but they have, what's the word? Like they're not fucking around is what they were trying to say, but I forget the word.
I don't know.
And they cut from them courting while walking down a street with 20 ants behind them to his brother in the Bronx, like just fucking some rando in like an apartment building in New York. Like there's just like the values that like people have in different places. Okay, fine. Italy was totally necessary, and I guess sometimes people get blown up, and that's fine.
Yeah. And they just had to get rid of Apollonia.
Yeah, and then they were like, well...
She was kind of annoying, honestly.
She was very annoying. I mean, like, blow her up, am I right? That's going to be our new shorthand for she's annoying. Blow her up. And the whole, like, her moving to New York and learning to drive and learning to be an American wife was going to derail the story.
Yeah, that would have been another hour.
He's like having to speak Italian in the US, and he's like, no, you don't like hang the clothes outside because New York is stinky, so we just like
But it would be interesting to see like her go from this, I don't want to say peasant girl, but you know, from this
barefoot
this woman in Italy to like this New Yorker. It would be an interesting
well, that's what I mean when I say that I want to see like the women version point of view of the Godfather. I'm sure she would have be alive in that one, because that would be a cool story. Like a fast forward, she's like all rugged in New York City, smoking, be like, hey,
she's completely over it.
Get out of here. Yeah, just like for some reason, instead of having an Italian accent, she has like a Bronx accent. That's all she knows.
Yeah. Okay, so Godfather.
Wrap up the Godfather.
How many stars?
I'll give it 4 stars.
4 stars?
Yeah.
I'm giving it 5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's just so legendary. It's just one of those movies. It is one of those movies where if you want to understand cinema, like throughout the years, if you skip The Godfather, then what are you doing? Like,
I would give it 5 stars, except for how they treat women in the movie.
Yeah.
They always treat women as furniture, and it's just like...
Yeah.
I'm sure there could be more. Like literally in the credits, what's their last name? The
Corleone?
Yeah. In the credits, the person who plays the Godfather's wife is credited as Mama Corleone. Yeah, I was like, and she had a name, I'm sure.
Does she even say anything?
She says a couple of things, I think she totally logistically related. She's like, hey, it's dinner time or something. I don't remember, but like, they don't give her like, you would think the man that bears this like huge responsibility would have a wife who is not dumb, or like it's also just kind of part of, if it's a family business, like she's part of the family. Anyway, we gotta stop talking about The Godfather.
Yeah, but I say 5 just because if you're talking 70s cinema, if you skip that movie, then you're not getting the whole picture. You're missing.
I'm sure.
So yeah.
And you know what I say to you giving The Godfather 5 stars?
What's that?
I am hysterical. I'm throwing bosses all on this floor.
That's right. Break them all.
Break them, you brats. I will. I'm going to throw down the sunblock that I have right there. We're going to have hella sunburns. I'm not even worried about it. Just like my favorite scene from Casablanca.
Oh, the scene that, you're going to have to think for the both of us?
You have to think for the both of us, Ricky.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone...
That's my favorite scene.
You guys all know that.
That's the famous, Casablanca...
That famous line from Casablanca.
Yeah, everybody knows it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite scene because it's in the movies when she's pretending to be into him because she knows that it would help, but she's also like following the like woman stereotype, and he like almost falls for it. He wants her so bad, he almost falls for it, even though it's the stupidest thing.
I'm going to have to think for the both of us, Ricky.
And you should think for the both of us because I am bad with money.
I watched Clock Watchers the other day.
Watch Clockers.
And it was okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not even because it's Posey?
Yeah, Parker Posey is probably the best thing in the movie. Also, Deborah Jo Rupp. I think that's how you say her name. I think it's Rupp. She plays the office manager. She was the mom on that 70s show. I thought she was great.
Yeah.
Like, it was a small part.
Her little tight walk around the office is just like...
But I thought, she was perfect for that part.
Yeah.
And Parker Posey is...
You hate her. Like, it works.
Yeah.
She comes out, you're like, oh my God, this bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And Parker Posey is just great in everything. I mean...
Yeah.
She had a run in the 90s where she was doing every independent film. Like, if you see an independent film in the 90s, she was in it.
To be Parker Posey in the 90s.
Yeah.
Good times.
But I'm not a huge fan of Lisa Kudrow.
Lisa Kudrow is always Lisa Kudrow.
Yeah.
In the role of Lisa Kudrow, Lisa Kudrow.
I've never been... Even when I see
love that she's an actress in the movie, because she is an actress. And she also is herself.
Yeah. I don't know, like I saw what they were trying to do and I thought it was interesting, but I felt like there were parts that like dragged a little longer than it needed to. And maybe that's, it should have been called Temps instead of Clock Watchers. It didn't, I don't know, Temps feels like a better name than.
Yeah. But the whole point of the movie was that they're like stuck in this job.
Yeah.
So it is.
I mean, like I get why they called it that, but it didn't.
But it was also like a huge differentiation between people in the office that like, she's a permanent, like they,
yeah,
because they have health insurance or whatever, like that makes a big difference.
And I mean, the conflict was so small, and maybe that was, that's the point of the movie, I guess. But like the conflict is so small, but it just got blown out. Like it was like someone's supposedly stealing things in the office, and it just became just like they bring in the police, and it just feels like
they get cameras, which like at this point it's like, how much money are you spending on cameras?
Yeah,
but you don't want to cuff up some pencils.
Yeah, I saw what they were trying to do, and I thought it was good, but I didn't love.
What about the part where she finds the resume that Parker Posey was trying to write? And it's like she doesn't even know how to type. Yeah. You're like, how is she working?
I didn't find it like that hilarious. Like there was never any part that I thought was like super funny. I just felt like it was interesting because they were trying to show how soul crushing a job that doesn't really mean anything is, but you still have to hold on to it because maybe that's all you have, or maybe these are all the friends that you have, or that's it's the only way you're gonna pay your bills and stuff like that. So I saw that part of it. I guess I got more of the drama and not as much of the comedy. I didn't think it was like that funny of a movie.
Yeah.
But I give it 3 stars.
I give anything with 4 leading ladies 5 stars.
Okay. Can you even name all the leading ladies? Can you name the 4th leading lady? I've never seen it.
The one that's going to get married is the mom from Euphoria.
Okay.
And the other one is from the United States of Terra.
Okay. So, and then the other one is from Friends.
And then Lisa Kudrow and
then the other one is from what's the show? That Parker Posey is on now. Not now, but she was on.
Yeah, the one about traveling.
Yeah, the travel show. I forgot what it was.
I mean, it's not a travel show. Can you imagine a travel show with Parker
Traveling
Posey?
with Parker? I think people would watch that.
She just wake up like, I think we're in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Every morning she'd be like, we're going to go out to breakfast and, this is terrible. She doesn't even try it.
Did you ever watch you watched Euphoria?
Mm-hmm. I want to watch the last season.
Did you enjoy it? Like it was
the first season was good, which is what everybody says, I think. Like the first season seemed like it had a point and a sense to it, and then it just kind of went on too long. But I do want to see the last season just to see what happens, because the main character just gets herself into worse and worse of a situation. That every time a terrible turn comes, there's a really easy solution, and she decides to not do that and instead just make it worse and keep digging herself into this hole.
It feels like that's how they probably wrote it. They were like, okay, this person has 2 choices. Which one's the worst one? She's gonna do that one, and then we'll see.
She could go into the desert or the pits of fire. They're neither one of them are good, but it was less bad options. I don't know. I think it's an interesting. It's obviously exaggerated, which everybody's oh, this is high school, the Euphoria high school, where everybody looks like they're 30 and they're doing drugs and just sleeping around, and you're damn, when do you guys do homework and stuff?
That's kind of all I know about the show, is that everybody says it's just this really over the top, everybody's doing drugs in this school. It's just okay, we know it's bad, but it's not that bad, is it?
Yeah.
But that's all I know about it for Euphoria.
You haven't seen it?
I've never seen anything other than recently. Before, in the past 2 years, I don't think I've seen anything with Zendaya in it. I had never seen anything with her. I've always known who she was, but I've never watched any of the. I never watched the Spider-Man movies.
What?
Never saw her TV show.
You didn't see Shake It Up?
Didn't see Shake It Up. That's the name of it. Is that supposed to be is that
they did really weird robotic dancing?
Is that a dance movie? Is that supposed to be Bring It On?
Sounding like a dad right now.
That's supposed to be Bring It On?
You're just not cool enough. I don't know what to tell you.
Because I didn't see Shake It Up.
So there was this show where they're so here's how it went down.
Oh, it's a TV show. I thought it was a movie.
It's a TV show when she was 14 or something.
Oh.
And her and some other girl were the lead. This was after Hannah Montana, and they were how do we do this again? And then they did it, but with dancing instead of singing and pop stars. So they were 2 girls who somehow got themselves into a dancing group and a dancing competition. They're professionally dancing, but every single move is every single move is very robotic arm situations, because I think my logic there is probably because they were 14-year-olds, so they were trying to make them not look in any way sexualize them, because it was danger.
Yeah. So right after that was the show she did where she was a spy?
That was right after that.
Right after that.
Yeah. I think Disney was really just trying to keep her working until they figured out what to do with her, because she was never really a huge Disney star how Miley Cyrus still is. Everybody forgot.
Well, nobody is. Nobody's a star like Miley Cyrus.
Well, yeah, nobody's a star like Miley Cyrus.
What are we talking about?
Flowers? Like Malibu? Like, come on. Everybody has bad days. Like that's a banger. Yeah. So I don't even know like what are like big things that Zendaya did. I think she even was in a group in like a
singing group,
like a Destiny's Child wannabe singing group, but they were like younger. Like she was like 10 or something. Like she was teeny.
Wow.
And it was like maybe it was her actual sisters or it was just like two other girls. I don't know.
Yeah. I think the first thing I ever saw was Dune. The first.
Seriously?
I don't think I ever saw anything.
That's because you waited for something good to come out. I'm like
exactly.
me.
I was waiting for something.
I keep track of all the bad shit.
I actually wanted to watch. Yeah, I don't think I saw anything until Dune. Speaking of music, have you listened to the new Drake album? Drake dropped 3 albums in over the weekend.
3?
3.
How many songs?
It was supposed to be 42, I believe.
It's every single one like, I'm not a bitch, you're a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up, bitch.
You nailed it. You nailed it. Exactly. Yeah, he was supposed to come out with Iceman was supposed to be the one that he was like, this one's coming out. And he like did a bunch of stuff in Toronto where he put the release date in a block of ice, and all of his fans came out and started like trying to melt the ice so they could see what the date was.
Is this a social commentary on ICE?
I doubt
immigration.
I doubt. I mean, he's in Canada.
Unrelated.
I doubt.
Is it that's done from
it means because his heart is cold now because of the beef. His heart is cold. He used to be a nice man. Now he's an Iceman.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's really
Bars.
Good. Question mark. Unsure. That little ice stunt from the creators of Elon Musk carries a sink around. Terrible dad joke.
Those brilliant comedic minds that came up with that.
We brought you a dad carrying a sink. now
he's Iceman.
That's right.
No, but he may put out. So he only said he was putting out the one album.
His fans out there with like a hairdryer.
Yeah, some of them were out there with hair dryers.
Oh my god! And it's Toronto, so wasn't it already cold?
Yeah.
Like there's no fighting.
I mean, maybe not in May. I don't know.
Not like freezing, but it's not gonna melt on its own.
Yeah. So. I honestly, I didn't even see the end. I don't even know if they got to it or not. I have no idea. I was like, this is dumb.
The thing was released. The albums were dropped before they figured out how to melt that fucking thing. And we missed it because we were out here like dumbasses.
Yeah. I tried to listen to it and I couldn't get through it. It's just more of the same. I don't know. I just wanted to hear what he was going to do. It's just more of the same. And the overall feeling about the album is that you have to be like an insanely crazy Drake fan to enjoy these 3 albums. Like,
well, you have to be an insanely crazy Drake fan to even listen to all 3 40-something songs. Like, how far can you get without being like, oh my god, how much longer? Like, if he just released like 2 singles or something that I can get through, like not really caring about it. He really is like, it's either quantity over quality. I mean, you wanted new music.
That's my problem with him for years. Like I was a fan from about 2010 to 2018, but then he just started putting out these really like 90-minute long albums that had like maybe 3 good songs. I'm like, okay, I can't listen to this anymore.
Yeah.
And then like this is all before the beef. But then once that happened, I was like, okay, I think I'm done. Like, I don't really think I can take this guy seriously anymore.
Yeah.
And then like, even just out of curiosity, I was like, okay, well, let's see if it's anything different. And it wasn't.
He really had a moment when everybody was obsessed with him. Do you remember Insecure that she kept like bringing him up? Mm. And that was always so funny because it was like, we were all like, yeah, we do listen to Drake. She's like, he just gets it.
Yeah, she was in a video with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think was the thing that made it so the perfect storm that made it so that people actually, he was like so big for a minute?
I think that nobody else was doing what he was doing. Like he was, well, one, he's just taking other sounds, all the sounds that were cool, he would take them. So he's like, he sounds like everybody.
He's a sound hoarder.
Yeah. Sound whore. He just takes other people's sounds and he does it in a like a palatable way to where like more people enjoy it. And also like nobody's really doing what he's doing. So it just all happened at the same time. Like he's like not a lot of melody was in hip hop. So he added some more melody and I don't know. It's just like nobody was doing what he was doing. And he did it in a very pop way. And that's all it took.
And he had money.
And he had money. He started from the bottom. Now he's here.
Well, it sounds like not. It was like middle. It was like, it's almost like he slid down.
Yeah. Feels like maybe it's the internet that's doing this, but it feels like everything from politics to music, everybody is just all in or all out. Like either this is absolutely the greatest thing I've ever heard or it's garbage. People that like Drake feel like Trump supporters to me. Like it feels like they're just like, no matter what he says, no matter what he does, I'm in.
It's a new billboard like towards downtown Portland from PBS that says like news that reports only to you. And I'm like, that's literally what I don't want. That's literally the problem, is that you were supposed to have news that are for everybody. And that's what PBS is supposed to do. What is this? There's like a lot of different news apps that are like, are you getting lost in the noise? Do you want like your own app? And I'm like, no, that's not what I want.
Just tell me what's going on.
I want us all to be looking at the same thing. I don't want my own specific bubble. They're like, and we will tell you just how progressive it is. We will tell you how much it agrees with you with whatever you already believe.
But then they have the apps that will tell you, it'll give you all the different sources.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm talking about.
But it'll give you all the different sources and it'll say how left leaning this paper typically is and how this left leaning paper will show the exact same story as like, you know, Fox News will show the exact same story, how they.
Yeah. And that seems like a good thing because of where we're at. But to me, I'm like, we shouldn't even.
Yeah, it'd be great if we didn't.
We shouldn't have to have that. It's even more confusing now because we're all like, now that's a third kind of thing that I have to figure out how to do. And like, only if you paid can you see this. So now, like, does it matter?
Now I have to read 2 papers.
And like, not a lot of people are going to pay for that. So it kind of defeats the purpose of like getting everybody on the same page.
If you want the actual news now, you have to pay for it.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all the time we have.
No, I want to talk about last night.
You want to talk about last night?
Last night.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Okay. So it's my favorite. My favorite new TikToks are like the 2 horses that talk to each other. Remember the one I showed you? She was like, so I'm dating this new guy. Okay, girls. He doesn't have a job. So much time for you. He doesn't need anything but you. He sounds perfect.
All right, so last
night was the last Helium open mic of the season until next year, because we're starting Portland's Funniest Person competition.
Probably at the end of the year, we'll probably get it back. But probably won't be next year. Probably be like the fall.
Which is like next school year, which is how I measure time.
Okay, that's how you measure
time. So
I'm
always right no matter where you're standing. Okay. It's me, Fox News.
Today is the last day of the year, so every day is
my Gregorian calendar. I have. So we went to the mic. I signed up. You took too long to decide, so you weren't on it. But I didn't really feel like going. I was actually like not in a good mood, and I maybe should not have done it. But I was like, I had FOMO because it was the last mic of the season, and so I did it. And I had a very like interesting set where I was just like, let Jesus, like I just like
let Jesus take the wheel.
I was like, Jesus take the wheel about it, and I don't even believe in Jesus. So like that wasn't even gonna work for anybody. And I bought my set, so I'll give you the clip for it to go here, because it's just like
I thought you said you bought your set. I thought you meant that you bought a set from someone else. Like you bought all the jokes.
Yeah, that's why it was so bad. Yes, if anybody asks, Julia Corral wrote all of those jokes for me.
You bought Julia Corral.
She said that she had better ones, but I wanted the cheaper ones. So I just was like, I kept looking at my notes. I was like, speaking of the news, I was like looking at news just to see like, do I have anything that I want to talk about? Like, what do I want to bring? And the crowd was like lukewarm. So like, I thought about doing just like my regular material, but then I was like, I don't really feel like doing that. And I don't even think they're going to appreciate it. So like, I don't want to like waste it on them even. So I just like, at the very last second, Ryan calls my name and I'm backstage looking at my notes like I still don't know what I'm going to say. And I have to put my phone down now. So I just went out there and I just had a very like, fuck you attitude. Like I was like, he keeps asking, it's an open mic. So he has to keep asking the crowd like, are you guys ready for your next comic? And everybody's like, not really. And I was like, well, I'm not ready for you guys either. So fuck this. And I feel like it was good for me because as far as like, sometimes you have to just like, I wanted to talk about a lot of different things that I've been wanting to talk about, but I haven't figured it out exactly. So I don't do it because it's not a joke, but sometimes I have to write on stage. And this was one of those times. So I just like went ahead and said a bunch of shit. And I was like, well, maybe some of this will be something someday, but I just bought my set because I want to share with people how sometimes even I am not that great. Still good. It's not.
Yeah. So you're going to post it?
I don't know what I'll do with it exactly. There's parts of it that I think are funny almost just because of how like mad I am. I'm just like mad. I've been wanting to talk about people from band for a long time. And I think like that part kind of worked. Was like people, you'll have to add that here so that people can see that it worked.
Okay.
Yeah? You don't think it worked?
No.
My jaw just literally dropped. Did you hear that? It was so loud.
I mean, well, have you watched it back?
I haven't gotten it yet.
Well, I was in the room. And,
yeah?
I don't think it worked.
Well, $25,000 say that it did. Okay. So,
all right.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna have to close out the podcast with a clip of me.
All right. You still need to send me the clip of you in the dress.
I don't know which one you want.
The TikTok that you posted.
Oh, like the whole thing?
I mean, anything. Okay. I just need to put something up there for that.
All right. If you made it this long, Thank you. Subscribe, share, write mean comments because those would do really well.
Yeah, people love mean comments.
Recently, I got a comment of a GIF going like, and I feel like that was for you.
I got rid of that one. I didn't like.
You
that.
Can do that
on TikTok. You can.
Oh, okay.
You can't do that on Instagram. I don't think you can get rid of comments on Instagram, but you can on TikTok.
I've never tried.
And YouTube.
Oh.
So there you go. You can delete comments on YouTube and TikTok.
But what does that do then? Mm-hmm. Like for the algorithm, I don't care about my feelings.
What I generally do is I leave something up for like 24 hours, and then if it doesn't do anything, then I delete it.
That way,
if it's a comment that I don't
if it's going to become like if somebody else is going to contest it, then you let it happen.
Yeah, let it breathe. But then like if I post something and nobody says anything, then it's like, man.
All right. I got to go so I can eat the bread that I made, but and text you.
Okay. All right. My name is Lee. Get your hand off the microphone. My name is Lee H. Tillman.
I'm Andrea Machaca.
You poke me in the lip. Oh. So mean. Thank you for listening to Anxiety Twins.
That was beautiful. You have a radio voice.
We'll talk to you guys later.
And face.
It's a very old joke.
You're a very old joke. I think I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's probably true. Bye.